Me too. Okay, let me chill. No, like on some real shit. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it real quick. Let's get into it. W10K in the chat. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but y'all right here with a like me. Thank you, Baba, for that 10 gifted. Thank you so much. God bless you. I appreciate all of y'all. Like off the spark, off rip. We only been in here for like 2 minutes. Thank you. Lil Hustler, appreciate that motherfucking 5 gifted.
Five.
It's a little loose. Okay. One thing about India Love, if you're new here, let me tell you all about me. I'm always going to be unapologetically me. I'm always going to give off what I give off, and that's natural from the Lord and from my confidence and from my aura. So if you are offended by that, I feel as though that has everything to do with you and nothing to do with me. Now let's get into the show. Are You My Ball was an amazing show off rip. I loved, first of all, any chance I got to tune in, I did. When I wasn't working, when I wasn't with my kids, when I wasn't with my family, I was tuned in. You know why? Because Moo and I are, well, how do you say this? To be continued. But I say that to say he is somebody that I study, as you guys can tell. He's somebody that I study, and that, well, clearly from the show and from what I've seen, the young ladies on the show studied us as well. Before they got there, I was studied for sure. There was a lot of things that you young ladies did that were very me. If you want to go down the line, there's TikToks and things of that sort that show and prove that you guys studied Moo and I before I got there. So clearly you guys knew and were influenced by me from day one and before. So I don't even know where to start. It's just so many things. Let's just start with the show. Like I said, Are You My Ball? Amazing show. 10 out of 10 to me. I don't care what anybody says. He did his biggest one. I've never seen a production or anything that grand before in my life. So let's give a big shout out to Mr. Moo right now. His biggest. And, you know, constantly breaking barriers his damn self as well and putting his best foot forth for you guys, okay? For entertainment purposes. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Now, for a show requires entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are new to being an entertainer or an influencer or being a part of something so grand like Are You My Ball, when it comes to a TV show, you got to be entertaining. And I'm not throwing any shade, but I feel like a lot of the entertainment came from different, let me not go there. Okay, let's talk about me. So I feel like due to the show being a show and for it to be entertainment, when that sub goal was on the top of that screen and y'all knew India Love was coming, I really wonder what you guys thought I was coming to do. Moo has made it very clear that he was inspired and influenced by the show Flavor of Love. Flavor Flav, Flavor of Love. I know there's a lot of millennials in the chat. I am 29 years old. I am almost 30. February 3rd, I will be 30. And I am proud to say that because of all that I've been through and the beauty that I do have and continue to shine upon life in general. I'm proud to say that that's the era that I grew up in. I grew up in the entertaining TV show, messy drama. You have to do that for a show, for entertainment. When a show is, I keep saying show because it's very important that you guys understand a show requires razzle dazzle. It requires a little oomph. It requires drama. It requires tea. It requires a fucking show. When you're on a show, it's a character you play. It don't matter if it doesn't matter if it's reality TV. It doesn't matter if it's scripted. You're supposed to play a certain role when you are a part of the show. And here I am. I came on the show as one of the sub goals for Mr. Moo, which I was asked to be a part of the show. I didn't insert myself at all. I was asked to be a part of the show, and in which I take my role very serious. Any role that I have, acting, I am in acting shows. I am in movies. You can catch me on Peacock. I am in a movie. I have TV shows. So when I have a role, I'm going to, what? I'm going to play my role times 10. That's just the type of lady I am. Don't really care to explain that. So I knew I had to come in playing my role, okay? And my role was inspired by Miss New York. If you guys have ever seen Flavor of Love, Miss New York was on season 1 first, and then he brought her back for season 2 for her to get the ladies in order. Now, if you felt like I was doing anything that was out of pocket to those young ladies, you couldn't fathom Miss New York and hers. If you would like to go to YouTube right now or anything on TikTok to see how Miss New York was, I mean, that inspiration, where it came from, I gave it to y'all very gracefully. I did not, like, the whole bullying thing, just as a woman, as a grown-ass woman, to try to pull the bully card in your 20s as a grown-ass woman is very, to each his own. You guys, like, everybody has their own opinion. I'm not here to say any young lady was wrong in what they said, okay? I'm just saying, I came to play a role. My role was to intimidate, was to poke the bear, was to, sprinkle my little messiness, in which I did in my own form and fashion, which was inspired by Miss New York. So if you feel like it was very nasty or whatever, it was nice nasty. I'm admitting it was nice nasty. That was what I was supposed to do. I spoke to Moo prior. Moo was a little, worried a little bit about, like, me coming in hot. So I made sure that I did it in a nice, nasty way, because at the end of the day, to be all the way a buck, the ratings the day I came and the views the day I came, they didn't go under, like, they was like 40, 50,000, 40,000 viewers, 50, I don't know if it got to 50. Around that, till like 4 in the morning. There was more views when I was there, and that's not taken away from the show or nothing of that sort, but that just tells you I did what I was supposed to do. I came to add more so that people could be on it more. Somebody said it was 50,000, 60,000 people in the chat when I was there. I was there from maybe like 6, 7 p.m., 6, 7, all the way to 4 in the morning, maybe 5 in the morning. I stayed there till I couldn't, because I love me some Moo. I don't give a fuck. So, I say that to say, if there was all this animosity, hostility, if y'all didn't like how I was coming at y'all in any way, form, and fashion, I was walking around that building for hours. For hours. It shouldn't have took y'all getting y'all phone back and 48 hours going by for y'all to build some type of confidence to say what y'all wanted to say. It shouldn't have took that. If you feel like I was being a mean girl, I apologize. But that was the role I was supposed to play. That is the role I took on. I've been the bad guy my whole entire career of being India Love. I've surpassed so many levels of trying to be canceled. Oh, you're this, you're that. Every name in the book, India Love is that. It's never, ever, ever slowed down or stopped my success. I'm a child of God. I don't condone bullying at all. That's why I feel like if y'all feel like I bullied y'all, I apologize. But it was for a role of entertainment purposes. Now, what I said was so. Let's start with like some details so that we could get like to it, I guess. Again, I made it a point to sit down. It was my idea. Moo even was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I said, "Absolutely." I wanted to sit down with each young lady individually, to look them in the eye and give them the floor to tell me what I was asking. If I asked you a question, tell me to my face. I felt a way, and however I was saying what I was saying, I did it right to y'all face, right then and there. Just us two on the couch. Shay was there sometimes, maybe not. So I truly feel like if I bothered y'all that much, why couldn't you just express it? I ain't like it. Just express it at the time. Be like, I feel like you doing too. If y'all felt like I was doing too much on the couch, I would have loved for you to say, "Damn, you doing too much." I would have been like, "Oh, for real? How?" Like we could have had a grown ass conversation. I'm very mature. So at the end of the day, it really scratches my brain to be here and be like, what are y'all talking about? I feel like y'all are very sensitive, and that's okay. But I don't know if y'all ever been in the world of like, y'all probably haven't. I'm being totally honest, and I'm not, this is not to degrade anybody. You can watch all my interviews. I don't feel like I'm better than nobody. I just know how to carry myself. I don't give a fuck if I feel the most insecure. I feel insecure all the time. But I don't give a fuck if I feel insecure that day. I know how to turn it on. I know how to be like, I don't give a fuck how I feel right now. I'm that girl. I don't give a fuck if Rihanna's next to me. I'm always going to present myself as that girl. That's just the type of aura and person that I am myself. And I feel like I carried that. I feel like I carried that during the show. I feel like I showed that. I don't feel like I did too much. I could have did way more. But out of like understanding and respect, I kept it calm, cool, collected, sweet, whatever the case may be. And please, chat, if y'all feel like y'all have seen me bully or do anything specific that you want me to clear up, I have no problem clearing it up, okay? But I have to really help y'all to understand that this is for a show. It was for a show. A show requires like peaks. Oh, the peak of the show. Oh, you don't know what the shout out to DJ Charisma for the subscription. I personally feel like I didn't do enough. But I just feel like it is kind of like mind-boggling to wait 48 hours after y'all got y'all phone back, because y'all didn't have y'all phones the whole time, or you shouldn't have. I don't know, but y'all got y'all phone back, seen the TikToks maybe, read comments maybe, I don't know. And then that built you up to go to the reunion, and I was the main topic of the reunion, which further proves my point of y'all not even really being there for Moo. If y'all was there for Moo, why are y'all talking about me? Y'all on the stage with that man, how I wasn't even there at all. So it's like, y'all doing it because y'all are mad about the clips, or you're mad about my reactions and things of that sort. When in all actuality, we're at the reunion. Y'all need to be showing and telling and proving yourself to Mr. Moo. Why is India the subject? Why are y'all talking about that I called y'all losers? Chat, right or right. It may be a derogatory term. Shout out to the Shay for that 25. I love Shay with all my heart. I ain't gonna lie. That's a real nigga right there. I don't give a fuck. And I appreciate him for standing up for me, because we know how this business goes, and it's not y'all fault that y'all don't know how this business goes. But I'm gonna tell y'all, when it comes to a show, it requires entertainment. It requires certain roles, characters, and certain things that peak a show to be the views going up, or the fucking, what is it called? I don't know, have you at the edge of your seat. Like, that type of shit is required for a show. So I don't have no problem being the bad guy when it comes to a role. I'm playing a role. If y'all seen and watched the entire time I was there, when the young ladies did their challenge off camera, I went up to them when they were standing there and they looked a little nervous. I said, hey y'all, it don't matter if you have anxiety, sad, or nervous, anything. There's a certain thing that I do where I just turn it on. I just turn on a certain switch, and like, I just feel like I'm that girl. I was giving them my keys and tips to having the confidence and aura that I exude. If I was a hater and I was just so, mean girl, I would let them ladies suffer and be shaky and all that, like how they were when I was there. No disrespect. I'm not putting a name on nobody, because I know that's what y'all young ladies want. You guys want the clout because it's obvious that y'all wasn't here for the DDG show. Y'all was here to try to, I don't know, see what the clips is talking about, then respond to the clips and try to blah, 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 woo, woo. Okay, cool. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm sorry. Y'all not going to get it from me. So, generally speaking, you young women should have definitely had that same energy when I was in y'all face. I didn't come at y'all rah-rah. I wasn't trying to like do, all I did was sit back. I did my homework. I had a whole notebook, 3 pages straight of notes. I was watching y'all. If anything, I was jealous of y'all. Y'all was on the show with my niggas. I'm jealous that y'all position that y'all in. Like, damn, they get to be sitting up under this nigga. Da 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 woo woo. I was definitely okay. Shit. Well, here's your chance. I'm here. I'm his good friend, and I would love for you guys to tell me why you want to stay here. Because, like I said, the sub goal was on the screen from the jump. Y'all knew I was coming. What role y'all thought I was going to play when it came to eliminating a young woman, I don't understand. I don't think that y'all thought through what I was there for or how I was there to turn shit up, because it was my duty to do my big one and not to toot my own horn. Toot, I did, clearly, because the fucking internet is in a frenzy. You young ladies can't stop getting on live and talking about me when you were on a show about DDG. Talk about DDG. Not like that, but come on. Like, I was only there for a few hours in which y'all couldn't shake it. Y'all couldn't shake it. Not only that, you couldn't look me eye to eye and stand on what you quote unquote felt. Let's start with the young lady with the tattoo. Sweetheart, we seen you in front of me. We seen your demeanor. You can't just switch that up at the reunion and say, oh, you're BBL bandit. Who fucking cares? One thing about me, I'm not moved by nobody's words. That's just, can't really relate to getting mad at nobody for saying anything. You're entitled to your own opinion. If you think I'm a BBL bandit, kudos. However, you might need to, let me just stop. Sorry, Jesus. I'm talking about the energy. I'm talking about the energy. I don't know who put the battery in your back. Maybe TikTok, maybe the other young women, whatever the case may be. That's okay. I'm glad you kind of stood up for yourself. I don't know, because I wasn't mean to you. I was very, very, very understanding, and I gave you exactly how I felt. I feel like you moved out of impulse. I feel like you let your emotions make a temporary, what did I say? Your temporary feelings become whatever. I gave it to her perfectly. I wrote it down what the fuck I wanted to say to her. On some like being real. I was being real with the lady. All she did was, you're right. I will cover it up. Okay, cool. Shake my hand, dap it up. All right, you heard it here first. Yeah, she said she gonna, I'm popping it. I'm popping it, and she's popped. She's quiet. She's popped. Silent. So, I don't know if it took some videos being watched or like people amping her up to be like, no, you gotta say something because that's not okay. Anybody in their right mind as a viewer or not, when you see a clip of a young lady who just met a man a week ago, who got eliminated at that, who is not, that chooses for a man's name to be her second tattoo on her beautiful skin, beautiful face, beautiful skin, everything. You choose a man that's not your man, nor nothing close to you, as your second tattoo. I'm sorry I had to keep it real with you. That's fucking weird. That's weird. That's weird. You want to not cover it up now all of a sudden? Cool. You're going to look even more weird. That man don't, sorry to say, and I'll let him show you rather than me having to say it myself. You kind of, it's creepy. I was going to say it rhymes with sleepy, but fuck all that. It's creepy, and it's okay. It's okay that you didn't have the confidence and you didn't have the oomph that it took to say it to my face. Because I really, 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 really would have wished all of this emotions that y'all feeling was on the spot. It's not like y'all sat down with me on the couch and then I left right after so you didn't have the chance to say what you wanted to say if you felt away. I was there for ample amount of hours, walking around in your room. And let's go to the room thing. Let's go to the room thing real quick. I'm saying, oh, bed's not made. It's a fact. The beds weren't made. Me personally, I don't feel like that's acceptable because the cameras are on and switching all day, every day, and your name is attached to a bed. And just for the show, at least have your shit together. It's okay if you took a nap. Well, fix it right back. You're on a show. You're. This is tied to you. So I don't know. If I had a lady like me coming and y'all knew I was coming that day, I would be on my P's and Q's so that a lady like me wouldn't have nothing to say about nothing I had going on. Let's go to me when I said, oh, food on the nightstand. Somebody said, oh, it was a chip bag. No, it was a bowl of salad. A bowl of salad on somebody's nightstand. A salad will attract gnats. You can attract all types of shit in that type of place. And you want to sit here and act like I was being mean for calling out that there's a salad bowl on somebody's nightstand. I seen one of the young ladies, I seen a TikTok clip. One of the young ladies pulled out a hot plate of food from the chef from her closet. Her closet. With not a refrigerator. Not a refrigerator, not nothing. A closet. Talking about I saved my food for later. That is not okay. That's not sanitary. That's not ladylike. That's not cute. And I don't feel as though that's just self-explanatory. I'm so sorry to say that. Not really, I'm not. I am just pointing out the facts, bro. I'm pointing out facts. I literally can't, say that enough. Let's get to the clip of when I was at the kick, whatever, the screen where all of the G League ladies was watching. I didn't even know they was watching, like, until Moo kind of told me on the spot. So after I'm like, okay, what's this? And then he's like, oh, show me, and it flipped to them. Oh, hey, let's find the clip, because I know TikTok found it for me earlier, and I have to find it. My initial hello is, hey, Bookie Butts. Mind you, I am a streamer. I have to clip farm. We're on a show. I'm gonna clip farm. I'm gonna play my role. So of course, the fuck, I'm going to say what I'm going to say to clip farm, because I'm there to be that girl, and I was that girl indeed. I'm sorry to say, but I'm not, because it's like obvious. So I want to find the clip of when I initially said, hey losers, after I said, hey Bookie Butt, and I want you to tell me, chat, when you lose, you're considered a loser, right? All right. It is a vulgar term. It is mean, I guess you could say, but it is a fact. When you lose, you're considered a loser. Yeah, it might hurt people's feelings, but at the end of the day, that's what that is. Yeah, did it hurt your feelings? I see it did. I apologize. I was there to clip farm, and I was there to have a good time and play my role. That's just what that is. I apologize if I hurt your feelings. I'm not the type of lady to want to hurt nobody's feelings. I was bullied in high school. But like I said, y'all using this bully word as if y'all not grown. If I felt like at my grown age, in my 20s, I felt like a young lady was bullying me, the bully gets bullied back. Bitch, you ain't talking about shit. What's up? Oh, you want to say that? Well, then it's this. I'm popping it back. I'm not sitting there taking no bullying as a grown-ass woman. If that was the case, you should have spoke up. From my perspective, from what I seen, from what I heard, I don't feel like I disrespected none of y'all. I don't feel like I disrespected none of y'all, nor do I feel like I was a bully. In which, if you felt that way, you're entitled to feel the way you feel. And I, as a grown-ass woman, will apologize. I apologize if I hurt your feelings. I apologize if my demeanor is too bold and too direct and too whatever for you to understand what's really going on. We're on a show, sweetheart. My time was only for one day. So you best believe I'ma pop it. I know Moo better than all of y'all. Sorry to say. I spend time with Moo more than all of y'all. Sorry to say. So of course, I'm trying to weed out the weak ones. I'm trying to weed them out. Moo seen who folded. Moo don't want no lady that's gonna keep quiet in the presence of a friend at that. I'm not even this nigga girlfriend. And y'all shooken up like that? I'm this nigga's fucking friend, supporter, somebody that really don't play about him. You could literally refer back to so many clips on the internet, male or female, that come at me in a disrespectful, weird way about Moo, I pop it on them. I pop the bubble. Y'all never ever gonna let, how I say this, y'all never gonna be able to pop it on me when it comes to Moo. Y'all never gonna be able to disrespect Moo in front of me, male or female. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't happen. It's happened on camera multiple times where niggas try to clip farm and be funny, and I shut the shit down. I don't play about mine. I'm sorry. No, I'm actually not sorry. That's the type of lady I am. I don't play when it comes to that man. I don't, and I don't care, and I don't need to apologize or explain that any more than I already have. So when it comes to that, I feel like y'all missing the whole plot. Y'all missing the whole plot. I came to intimidate. I came to make sure that y'all knew my presence. Yeah, I'm one of Moo's great friends, and I want to see if y'all have what it takes to really like be one of his, I don't know, shit, whatever the fuck he wanted y'all to be. Because obviously, clearly, y'all wasn't even here for the nigga. Y'all wasn't even here for the nigga. Let's be real, please. Like, try to convince somebody else, because I was studying that motherfucking show. I was studying, and I didn't see, other than Bronx, I feel like, and let's just go with the past thing real quick, because I really did like Bronx. But I felt like Bronx was going to win the show. I felt like she was going to win by a landslide the first few days, up until whoever showed Moo the clip of her past, of, you know, her dealing with his friend or whatever for a clip, to where that obviously was the reason why Bronx was eliminated. So when it comes to your past on this show, I'm going to bring it up. Now, if you try to bring up my past, that's okay. My past doesn't define me, nor am I in the competition to compete for Moo. Y'all are. So, if you're upset at me bringing up your past and clips when obviously it was necessary because the strongest person in the house got eliminated because of her past and because of clips, be mad at the guy, because that's obvious what the rules were. He was, Deshae, whoever, they were all digging up clips because at the end of the day, y'all claiming to be fighting for Moo's love and y'all want to be Moo's ball and y'all here for Moo, but y'all are at every streamer party. Y'all are at, so clearly y'all here for the plot. As young lady with the tattoo said, she said she did it for the plot. I fuck with you for being honest, little mama. Shit, I could tell you did it for the plot. Thank you for letting that come out. But what y'all not finna do is try to make it seem like your sensitivity defined me being the mean girl or the bully. I was just completely honest. I couldn't help but to be myself. My demeanor speaks for itself. Not gonna change for nobody. Your words could never make or break me. I'm who I am because of God and because of shit. Whatever else that came with it. However y'all wanted to take that is however y'all took that personally. And that's okay. You have every right to feel the way you feel. That's all right. Let me find that clip though real quick. There was a clip where I came and I said, hey, Bookies, da-da-da-da-da. And then I proceed to say, hey, losers. Again, a derogatory term in which you guys were offended by, which is okay. I apologize for it. Thank you, Kia. One thing about Kia, I love her. Y'all go follow Kia right now. Kia da Crieta. That's my girl. Thank you very much. I don't know why I can't hear anything. Did I mess something up? Hold on. I think this shit shut off. Hold on, chat. My speaker might be down. Thank you, Kia. That's my motherfucking girl. So like I was saying, there's a clip that shows from the time I walked up to that laptop where the G League young ladies were, and I said, hey, losers, after I said, hey, Bookies. And then y'all heard me say, hey, losers, and your response was something of, let me get it really clear, so, because I reposted a lot of shit. Y'all didn't have that energy. Y'all like turned that energy on out of nowhere. It's actually kind of disturbing. Especially that one girl. I don't even remember her name, but she is insane. Can y'all hear?
It's the girls. It's the girls that got eliminated.
Listen, just listen.
What's up, Bookie Bud?
What's up, Bookie Bud? Trolling. Mind you, I'm trolling. I know y'all new to this streaming shit and like the show shit, but you have to troll. It requires a little bit of trolling. It requires a little bit of nice nasty, especially the role I played, which I have no problem playing that role. It's okay. I've been the bad guy my whole life. I don't get offended by nothing, sweetheart. You can't move me. But let's keep it going real quick. We don't care if we a loser, cause what? Hold on. Because everybody loses with India, the fuck? Mind you, the young lady that was so offended by the term loser was sitting right next to the young lady saying that. So if you, young lady, were offended by me calling you a loser, you should have said, nah, bitch, hold on, who she calling a loser? Nah, I don't like that. That should have been your demeanor off top. If that really hurt your feelings as a grown lady, you should have been like, hold on, what she just say? Wait, hold on, something. You just sat there and was quiet. When the young lady next to you said, what did she say? Let's rewind it. And I appreciate her saying that. That's not the truth. Not everybody loses to me, but I do fuck with that. You know, I fuck with her kind of like fucking with that. Again, young lady who was so offended by that word did not say a word. She's sitting there quiet as a church mouse. So why 2 days later you want to say, oh my God, she's a bully. She called us a loser. Oh my God. Come on, bruh. Be real with yourself. No India hate. Still going up for me. Still going up for a bitch like me. After I said, hey, losers, they should understand I'm trolling. I'm having fun. This is a game. Come on, mama. Come on, mama. Come on, mama. Come on. Like, be real first. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? I seen the clips of you going viral and I didn't like that. So now I have to put a battery in my own back and I had to, I will do it. Okay, cool. We don't respect shit like that. We respect when niggas do that shit in person, in face, okay? I'm sitting there in y'all face. Now, granted, G League, L League, I won't say the word, but L League, y'all didn't have a chance to sit down with me. So I'll give y'all a little grace of like whatever. But the young woman that was in the G League that said out of her mouth, people doing stuff to get India's attention and that's all I'm going to say and da-da-da. And I got basically insinuating that girls on the show was doing things to try to get me mad or whatever the case may be. When I called you up on the phone, you had a whole lot of rambling and nothing to say. You were the same young lady that was like, oh, I love India. I can't wait to meet India. Blah, blah, blah. Granted, if I turned you off by playing my role and being the mean girl, I apologize, sweetheart. I came to do one thing, and it obviously worked because all of y'all is in a frenzy. All of y'all, even the young lady that I was giving the most props to. I'm like, hey, you probably know him out of everybody. You drove 6 hours to his fucking audition. I fuck with you. Blah blah blah. You want to be Captain Save a friend that of girls you just met 6 days ago to be like, hey, I don't condone bullying and that's not fair, sweetheart. Boy, hold on. No India hate. Never. No India hate, never. But 2 days later, y'all turn y'all shit on. I mean, I don't really understand. I really don't understand. And like, it don't make no sense. So I had to come up on here to kind of ask y'all as a community of our own chat. I want y'all to hold me accountable. Please do. Please do, because the last thing I am is a mean girl. The last thing I am is a bully. I got bullied not my whole life, but in grade school, I definitely got bullied. So, no, I don't like that term going around and y'all trying to make the narrative that. But if y'all knew how this shit go and how a show being built is, it takes a little bit of this, that, and the third, and I did that. And that's okay if y'all felt offended. I already apologized. It's alright. Not everybody can really take it, and that shows and proves even more that y'all not the people for Moo, even though y'all wasn't even here for the nigga anyway. So that's neither here nor there, okay? If you feel like I was being rude, I probably was being a little rude. I ain't gonna hold you, but I did it for the role that I played, so that's just what that was. Let's talk about Brown Sugar. Okay, bet. Brown Sugar, she actually, like I said, was one of my favorites. She was one of the people that I felt like was beautiful and all of the things. And I let her know that to her face. But I also let her know that I feel like she needs, I don't know how I said it specifically, but I feel like she needed to do a little more with trying to get Moo's attention or like be more whatever towards him. Because like I said, I know Moo. Moo likes a girl that is a little rah. He liked that type of shit. And I let them know that. Hey, do a little more razzle dazzle. He need to see you more. Especially because Moo and I had side conversations of how I felt about the young ladies and how he felt about the young ladies. And I told him, I like Brown Sugar. I think she's cute, da-da-da, woo-de-woo. Moo goes, I barely talked to her, maybe 1 or 2 conversations. I said, all right, bet. So when I sat down with her, I let her in on that. Hey, do a little more to get his attention. I don't know how I said it or what I said. I talked to them all. So, when it came down to elimination, God as my witness, I was only supposed to eliminate one person, in which Mom already eliminated her. She took my whole load because, and I don't blame her, young lady was rude to her. How dare you? This is her son's show. For you to, please, not giving that attention. When it comes to me having to eliminate 2 people, that was literally last minute decision that I took upon because I know for a fact Moo doesn't like hurting nobody's feelings. Moo doesn't like young women crying in front of him, and he doesn't like feeling bad for people. And like I said, I don't mind being the bad guy. So, say hello to my little friend. You feel me? You were already going to be getting the boot. Sorry to say. I seen the clip of her saying, oh, if it was up to him, I would have been the last person to get eliminated. Obviously not. If I had to take that so that he wouldn't feel bad. Thank you, UniQ, for that 5 gifted. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't make this shit up. Why would I sit there in that young lady's face and really like tell her all the good things about her and that I like and she's beautiful, this, that, and the third, all that, if I knew I was eliminating her? That don't make no sense. I'm not a fake lady. I'm just not. I can't help but to keep it real. At this grown ass age, y'all can't make me be fake. Like, I don't know even what that is. I like to be honest. I like to be straightforward, bold. That's just the type of bitch I am. Straight up. So, I knew I was going to eliminate Brown Sugar 2 minutes before I eliminated her, okay? Thank you for that 5 gifted, a.k.a. A World. Thank you. So, I was a bad guy. I was reading her demeanor. She was shocked. It's nothing I could say or do because at the end of the day, that was what it was supposed to be and that was what was done. I let her know. It don't even matter. Let's switch subjects because that's what that is. What the fuck was I finna? What else, y'all? It's so many things. I feel like I covered most of everything I really wanted to say, to be honest. And I you know, the white tongue, what the fuck y'all want me to say? I seen a white tongue, I said something. Was it rude? Yes, I apologize. God damn. I was really trolling, my nigga. I'm just saying shit to stir the pot. I'm there to stir the pot. Yep, I said it. I said white tongue. God damn it. My bad. Who cares? Who cares? She could have said it right back to me if she wanted. I wouldn't have gave a flying fucking smithereen of a fuck. Thank you, Dominic, for that 10. Appreciate it. Like, at the end of the day, shit, I was only there for a segment. I played my segment how I wanted to play my segment. I did my shit the way I wanted to. Thank you for that 5 gifted to the anonymous. 5. And shit, like I said, the numbers didn't lie. If y'all say I ruined the show so much, it wouldn't have been that much of viewers until 3, 4 in the morning, until I left. It wouldn't have been a roll call with just me and Moo, and it wouldn't have been, you know, like let's speak facts here. Let's speak facts here, and let's be real with ourselves as grown ass women. Yes, I might be. No, actually, Coco and I are the same age. Somebody in that house was 29 years old as well. So y'all not that much younger than me, or whatever the case may be. Y'all trying to paint it like, oh, you're pushing 30 and you're bullying. Take it up with a counselor if you feel like at this grown age somebody's bullying you by fucking, I don't know, and I don't care. And like I said, y'all clearly was here to get clout. Y'all clearly was here to, couldn't wait to get to y'all phones to see the clips to build some type of, oh, come on, bruh. Like, I was right there in the flesh. Stop it. Stop it. I spared y'all by not coming to the reunion. Y'all lucky I had work to do, because I would have came to the reunion and said, huh? What happened? I was just there. For all the G League, thank you. Geita. I want to say that G. What the fuck am I saying? G. Jeitattts. I don't even, my brain's not working. Thank you for that 5 gifted. Appreciate you so much.
5.
What was I saying? It threw me off because I couldn't read right now. Yeah, I'm an L reader right now because my brain is all over the place. I don't give a fuck. It's just too much. Like, y'all really tried to go on the internet and pop it 2 days later. Mind you, like I said, G League. Just like I called that one young woman to try to give me details and she wouldn't give it for whatever reason. If y'all felt offended by what I was saying, y'all had y'all phones, by the way. All G League had their phones. Why y'all didn't talk about how I was bullying her and all this and that when you had your phone before the reunion? Or you wanted to wait to the reunion to, like, get your clips? I don't know. But I as a grown-ass lady, if I felt some type of, like, disrespect or bully from anybody, I would definitely have said it right then and there. I wouldn't wait to the perfect opportunity in front of a stage, in front of lights, camera, actions. Even though I'm supposed to be here for a man named Moo, I want to keep India's name at the forefront of my tongue the whole time because that's just something you got to get off. Clearly you missed the plot. We seeing right through you. You're not there for Moo. You're there for the clips. You're there for the, I don't know, you want to clear your name, whatever the case may be. Y'all was bullying each other on the fucking stage. Y'all don't want to talk about how y'all bullied each other? Only me. Only me, I was a bully. Not Ben when he said, oh, you 40 years, you look, I don't know what he said about somebody having braces at their age. That's not bullying. I love Deshae to death, but if y'all saying I'm bullying, why wasn't the niggas held accountable for bullying women? That's even worse, right? All I did was stir the motherfucking pot. We love the drama. Whatever the fuck Deshae says. I love him to death. But please, let's be fair across the board. Let's be fair across the board. Hip, hip, hooray. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Truly. Like, Lord, it's just a little off deck. I'm not here to convince nobody of nothing. I apologize to the young women. I don't want nobody feeling like I'm a bully, da-da-da. I hope you guys thoroughly understand what a show requires. As I said in the beginning, it requires character. It requires a bold person like myself who doesn't give a fuck what nobody says. It requires certain things to get to the nitty gritty of seeing who's here for Moo. So if I came off a little strong, I meant to. If I came off a little aggressive, I meant to. If I came off, what's the fucking word? Intimidating, I am. That's just what it is. I don't like that y'all didn't keep that same energy in my face, because I would have loved to talk that through, or whatever y'all wanted to do. I told Moo before I got there, if anybody wanted to get in the ring with me, I would be more than honored. He like, nah, we're not doing that, da-da-da. Because I knew I was coming to pop it, I was ready to back it up. I was ready to be, I said, hey, we can get in them gloves if we want, because I knew I wasn't holding back for nothing or nobody. If y'all really here for this nigga Moo, who I care about more than a lot of shit right now, if y'all really here for him, let me see who really is, though. Let me see who really could take it, because, come on, bruh. He not gonna want to fuck with you if you can't take a little bit of fucking intimidation, or a little bit of this, or a little bit of that. That's all I gotta say, for real. Like, it's not much else to be said. And I'm not gonna react to clips. I'm not gonna give these bitches what they want. Sorry, young ladies. I'm not gonna give y'all what y'all want. And y'all want me to say your names. Y'all want to do the back and forth, da-da-da. I know how the game go. I'm not the girl that's gonna do it. Sorry, go find somebody else. But it's, damn, thank you, I Love Honcho, for that, honey. Damn, thank you so much. I know he part of DDG squad, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you for everybody who gifted me today, too. Thank you for all of y'all. 12, basically 13K in the chat right now. God is good. Thank you, y'all. Y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but y'all right here with me. I just claim to clear my air as a lady myself, who, like, is a woman and can understand every perspective. I think y'all just lost the plot, y'all. Thank you, Dominic, for that 10 gifted. Appreciate it. Y'all lost the plot in the sense of, like, y'all told on yourself. Y'all wasn't there for Moo, because if y'all was, my name would have been brought up when I was there. And when I left, y'all would have been like, cool, she's gone. Now back to what we really came for, which was Moo. But no, as soon as y'all got y'all phones out them pouches and y'all was able to see what was going on TikTok, all y'all cared about was trying to clear up what was said from me. I have every right to react. I have every right to react to anything Moo's doing. Sorry, not sorry, but I do. And if you're included in the video, I'm going to react to it. And if you want to react to what I said, what y'all did, cool. But I will clear anything up. I'm too grown for this little, I was in her face, but you know, let me just build up my confidence now to say it to TikTok, so hopefully I go viral. And we don't respect that around here, little mamas. We don't. I don't. I for sure don't. I know Moo don't. I know it's a laughing factor. It's a damn, for real. It's really yeah. So shout out to every young woman that was a part of the Are You My Boss show. Shout out to y'all. I think you guys did good. I think you guys still are beautiful young ladies, in which if you watch the entire episode that I was there, I did nothing but, not even did nothing, because that's a lie. I more than extended myself to be helpful towards you young women. I more than tried to help build y'all confidence on side. When I seen you guys, kind of was like a little nervous and shit. I told y'all looked good. I told y'all a little key of how I build my confidence. If I really was against y'all and really didn't fuck with y'all, or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't give a fuck what y'all thought. I wouldn't care to say hi. I wouldn't care to smile in y'all face. I would have mugged y'all and kept, because I would have been able to do that. Moo would have let me do that. If I wanted to be on my mean girl shit and really like been a mean girl, I would have been allowed to do that. But I didn't. I actually really, really, really felt like you guys were beautiful, and all the compliments I gave y'all. Thank you, Moo, for that, honey. All the compliments that I gave y'all, I meant them. And the constructive criticism I gave y'all, I meant that. I know this nigga clearly more than y'all do. So if y'all can't take a little heat on a seat with a bitch like me sitting right there in y'all face, looking you eye to eye, saying, "Hey, you know, you're doing good on the show, but you need to do a little more." I could just, you know, I know Moo. He wants you to be a little more this, that, and the third. Take the constructive criticism. I'm not trying to bash you. I'm not trying to down you. I'm just trying to tell y'all how to win this motherfucker. But clearly, y'all wasn't in it to win it. Y'all wanted that money. Y'all wanted that whatever the prize is, whatever that shit may be, because y'all told on y'allself at the reunion. Nobody was fighting for Moo's love at the reunion. Every time a mic came, "Oh, but India's ever loser. But India's ever." Come on, bruh. How old are we? Hit me up. DM me. Something. If y'all want to be direct and y'all wasn't able to be direct at the time. G League, like I said, young lady, she was able to pick up when I called that young lady to ask her who said what. She barely tried to tell me without telling me blah blah blah. When she hung up, if y'all was there and y'all felt offended by anything that was said, y'all could have called that number back and be like, "Hey, let me talk to India real quick. I want to see what she meant by the term loser." When in all actuality, when a person loses, they're losers. Again, it is a very derogatory, whatever type of term. I apologize. I was there to stir shit up and play a role that I was really obviously doing my shit at. If all of y'all is, come on, mama, it's a show. We're here to entertain. I entertain the fuck out of you, the whole everything. That's what I was supposed to do. Thank you. What the fuck you want from me? Like, at the end of the day gotta end. The fuck? If we was in class right now and you said loser, it's not a bad word. Loser's not a bad word. It's actually a thing. People are losers sometimes. Thank you, DESER, Desiree, for that five. Yeah, so that's it. That's really all I have to say for real. Shit. It is what it is, and it is what it isn't. I feel like that's it. That's all I have to say about them young ladies. I wish them all the best. I hope they really gain something from the show other than trying to stir up a fucking hate train for me. It's never gonna work. I'm favored by the Lord. My past don't define me. You could try to dig up and post and repost any and everything I've done in my past. That shit still doesn't carry on to how successful and how blessed I am to this day. You could do it right now if you want to. Put it all out there. I don't give a fuck. I am who I am because of who the fuck I am and me being the Lord's girl. So with that being said, favor is not, you can't shake that. And that's okay. And I'm never going to play about Moo. And y'all never going to be able to say that anybody ever said anything to my face and I didn't, check shit right where it's supposed to be checked, because that's just the type of respect I have for the man. Call a spade, my nigga. It is what it is. It's okay if y'all felt offended. I apologize if I offended you, young women. Thank you, Blue Star, for that 20. I don't mean to, but I am here to play a role in which I did, in which clap, 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 clap. I did a hell of a job. Because clearly y'all still talking about it. The show is over. The clips was, and y'all still can't stop talking about me. It's not an Are You My Ball India show. That was for Moo. So again, thank you for showing y'all true intentions and y'all true colors by really making it about me when it was clear. Y'all studied me before I got there. All the little clip farming shit y'all tried to do, I did that with Moo. Not even on some clip farming shit, on some genuine shit. But it's clear y'all studied us before I got there, and you tried to do a me with Moo because you thought wrong. So, thank you so much for everybody here. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to raid somebody and get the fuck, because I do got work to do. I am somebody that is a very busy girl, but I never will I ever let the internet. I mean, one thing I do know for sure, I'll never be able to beat the internet. Can't beat the internet, won't try to, but I'm too real of a person to let shit slide, and I just feel like at the end of the day, y'all had every chance, opportunity, ample amount of hours to let me know how y'all felt in my face as I was walking around the building, as I was there. You could have picked up the phone. You could have did anything, but y'all waited for 48 hours after I left to build up whatever confidence. Females that I didn't even disrespect, or even I spoke life into a lot of you ladies that all of a sudden y'all want to be the ringleader of we as a collective feel like she's bullying us. Everybody, let's stand together and say come on, bruh. How old are we? 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 But hey, it is what it is, and it is what it isn't. Shout out to the winner, Lil Agent. Shout out to the winner. Shout out to Moo for this lovely show he put on. And shit, that's it. That's all. I want to play a song because I'm just doing karaoke with y'all. And that's just what it's gonna be. Like, shit. Who the fuck cares, bro?
Nope.
Not like that, but like that. It's a show. Let's calm our cookies down, and let's just like really like call a spade a spade. I came on that bitch and flipped it upside down, and y'all didn't like it. Who fucking cares? That's on y'all. Not like that. I apologize for my offending of you. If I offended you, if my role didn't sit well with your spirit, I'm grown enough to apologize. But hey, I did what I was supposed to do. And that's all I can say. So